Hi everyone, I'm Mark from AUFX Pro Trading. Welcome to another roundup and overview and what the hell's going on. So we've just come through data week, and of course the big thing is, and I put that video out on gold, it's now in a happy little camper position of going, continuing on up, so that's good. Look out for those stocks that you can take advantage of. They're still cheap. Don't know how long they're going to stay cheap for, but at some point, all of a sudden, everybody's going to wake up. Hang on, let's throw this Bitcoin garbage out the window where it belongs, and let's get back into investing in some real and tangible assets. So without further ado, let's come through and have a look at what we had. Okay, pound Aussie to start the week off with. So we come down, a little bit of a dip here, back up. Really hard to get interested in that given we're behind this single bar here. If we look down at the DeMarca, it did get up to our trigger level there. Unfortunately, I always look at trying to get a really good trade for the first trade. I would walk away from that given that it's so flat coming in there. And not only that, we're still coming down from up here. It's sort of still suffering in that from last week where we're getting everything is the wrong way around. I'd have preferred to seen that up there or more of a pullback. So I'm going to say I'm not going to take that, even though it's gone to target. And the was a slow gradual trend, which means the DeMarca is not going to pick anything up in a slow gradual trend. That's more suited to the EA code that we've got. We'll come through and have a look at that. The two codes I've developed for manual trading at the end of this, just have a quick look at what they've done. So that's a pound Aussie. Pound yen. Okay. Come through here, and again, you know, it's data week, coming out of a flat and lifeless no trade week. We can't expect too much. But this one here is different. So you can see this one here has finally got above these tops here. It is not like the other one. It gets up enough to give us a shot at it, and it gets to our trigger level nicely and down. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what do you do with that? So I look at that as on the 8th we close it out if it hasn't got through, but to me the worst of it's already gone, right? It should have kept, if that was going to roar up, it should have kept going. Now bearing in mind we've had no major move here, so it's still lifeless and lethargic. So that one there, once it gets to that there, I would be holding that rather than closing it out. You know, if it was 8 bars still sideways in here, just going up and down there, it stands a better chance of getting stopped out than where it's gone straight back. It's had a go at it, and now it's starting to come back directional wise. So, you know, looking at that, I would be quite happy to take that there as opposed to the one on the pound AUD. So we get into that there, we get down to the bottom. Down here we've got nothing in the DeMarca, so now we come down to the ADX, right, and there he is there, perfect in there, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bang, it's down in there. What do? You're almost to stop, so you may as well hang on and play the game. So, you know, you've hung on here and it gets back to almost square next morning. What do you do with it? Well, you're probably going to close it out, but remember, it's had a shot at the worst of it and couldn't do it. I mean, I don't like trades in any way, shape or form that portray this. And I know me being me, I probably would have closed this one out here at 4 bars there. Said, no, it's not going to do it, but it gradually, you hang in there. And the only reason you would hang in there because it's had a go here, right, at getting stopped out, and they couldn't kill it. And the same with this one up here. They had a go at stopping it out and they couldn't. So if they can't stop it out, it means it's going to probably go through to the target. Right? So that's how I would look at that in that particular situation. All right, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Haven't looked at it, wouldn't know what's going on. So here we go. The weekend. And I've been in here at some stage having a scratch around, or they've been brought forward. So let's just take them off there. Oh no, it was the client I was looking at this one with. Righto. So, down. Right, we've missed the ADX. We've missed the DeMarca. The DeMarca's out of contention. But we now come down to the ADX, and it is perfectly in the middle again. And bang. So this one actually broke through here. Portrays sign of life. Comes down. It's had its shot there. So that one there, again, I would hold that because it's already had a go at being stopped out. And they couldn't push it down. The pressure was still up. And away it goes. And of course, once it gets going, there's an extension there. But with all that, I'm not going to take that into consideration in my decision making. Okay, let's have a look at the Euro Yen. And where are we with it? Okay, let's do it this way. Put that back off. Righto. Heaps of trades here from this flat back in here, which doesn't give us any concern. We're not particularly focused on those. We come in here and we've got flat lining down the bottom here, just going nowhere. That's all in behind that. Gone to target, but there's no way I'm going to take that trade. Again, it's no different than what we looked at previously there back last week. This is what we've got coming in here. Really, it's flat. Just, it's dangerous. It can do anything. The only thing it's had one go, two goes. You know, if you've seen that there and you're watching this, but that's 1500 bar, which is outside of our, on this particular, there, that's midnight. We're not going to be chasing that. Okay, we now come down here and there's the bottom there, up. We've got old mate here who breaks above and instantly we get smashed. Can't do much about it, unfortunately. That's life trading. Once we get past there, we don't get another shot in that one there. So it'll be an interesting one to have a look at with the other codes if they handled it any better. US dollar yen's been pretty lifeless. Euro USD, no, it's probably been lifeless as well. We have got here a trade here. So did we get it in by the guidelines? Yes, we did. So there's a nice trade there. It's been down, in, still in quite a good spot there. And look at this, 100% asterisk right off the gate. So that's something that's worth considering and taking. So that takes our target up to there, which is 100% extension. And there we go. And up here we've got this one here, which doesn't quite get down on there, but in a situation like that, I do take those sometime, second bite of the cherry. But technically wise, with the rules, we're not going to touch it. We've got that, and if we've done our 100% extension, we just get in there and we say thank you very much, dear Lord, and we'll take that. Oh, what do we got here? Canadian yen. Okay, a lot of jiggity jaggedy going on here. What's it been doing? Yeah, a lot of overlapping bars. I don't like big lots of overlapping bars. See, it's going nowhere. And that's this week too, isn't it? Alright, so it's going nowhere in there. Put my scale fix on there to stop that jumping around all over the place. And once we get into this sideways drift here, it just doesn't. I'm not even interested in looking down there. US Canadian, and again put that back on there, go through there and there, And we've got this up here, which is too far gone by both accounts. A short there that by the time it gets to its third bar, it's down on the danger level to not touch it, which works out quite fine. That's going to be a no trade, and there's no joy in that. And then we get this spike up there, and that pretty much says it all. All right, let's quickly, and of course I spoke about gold. You don't need, you'd have been looking at that. Put it on a H1 and maybe even a H4, and that will give us a bit more of what's been going on since I put the video out a week and a half ago. And there we go, up, 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 up and away. I mean, I was in somewhere here and I closed out my positions in here. Back, actually, it was where that bar's there is where I closed out. So I've really done quite well. I missed double of what I could have made out of it, but I took that leg out there going on what I put out in the video. That was just, to me, that was the more safe and secure leg, and then go through from there. And that, if we just try putting on, let me have a quick look here, there, and we'll need to up our formation size on that. Should be enough. See if there's any PT3s on a 4-hour in there. No. Maybe, I'm not sure whether that's work. Oh, hang on. Indicators. Oh, we've got 2 on there. No wonder we're having trouble. Let's start again. Close. Okay. Forgetting it was the weekend. So right back down here. Here's your bottom ones down here. Perfect with the ADX. Comes up in there. And even a bit further back is where this all starts, with that little PT3 right down there. So that would be nice to have a trade that ran from there all the way up. The only way you can do that is with something that looks like this, that you can, if you're thinking of a long-term move, you put an average on around about, say, 38 to 40 points, and do this, colour there, and that, and let that moving average run until it starts to, even on a wider one there, you probably were on, what's that, 4-hour, that needs to be bigger, say 76. And simple and smoothed, and that, and let's see what that looks like. There it is there, up, and it's still getting further and further away. On the smoothing there, we can probably drop that back now to our 38. I'm used to that with the EA, so that is what we're doing in there, using the smooth moving average up here. And as soon as that the elevation starts to die off, well, I use that to enter trades with as a filter, but as soon as that starts to taper off there, you can use that as an exit. But if you are in down there right underneath it, which is a good place to be, X amount from there, as that's going up, 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 you can follow that trend all the way up and play the game. If you want to use that as an, only use that when you're looking at possibly getting into a long set trend. Which, speaking of trends, we're possibly looking at the US 100 or the US 500 entering into a significant down move. We've got this equinox coming this week. We've got the next big thing that happens in the markets coming, which is the old sell in May and go away. Now, we know the Dow Jones has been going up consistently. It's starting to hit a brick wall now, so it's probably at some levels where it's going to come off. So I'd be expecting some bearish sentiment coming in the next 4 or 5 weeks as people start to unload now to take their profit through. The funds have to unload so they can show their clients that we've made this amount of money, and all it really does is lose clients' money, but it puts money in their hands because they can make it look like they're doing good for you. So that's all about to happen and unfold as well. Okay, let's just quickly have a look at a couple of these other codes on these charts that we've had a look at, and just see the difference it makes when everything is done and filtered out for you. Okay, here we go back, and we're quickly with the pound Aussie here, and this is basically, this is your enhanced PT3. It factors the demarker in, but it's also using trend positioning. So the market has got to have had a move back one way, and within one move that way, that's where these are all designed to come in and sit. So we've got data week, we've got nothing in behind here, we've got this one here, and they're right down on the borderline 50% mark. I haven't got the levels on here. 1, 2, 3, we'll stop out, a win, a win, win. That one there comes in too late, and another win, almost a win or a close out there. So that's that on the pound AUD, the pound yen. Nothing early week, I don't think much here. Win there, there behind that trade, so you don't touch that. Another win, and whether you take another shot there, and then up. So it just does the filtering process for you, gives a go at it. The euro yen, that one there up the top, just unfortunate that it got stopped out. That one there at the bottom of a long run I don't like. I'm more interested in this one that breaks below this bar and comes up here. I don't think there's anything much earlier in the week there. If we have a look at these on the, go back here with the trend codes, where they're picking up on the trend starting to develop there. A lot bigger trades. These are based off the EA, and with these codes here, basically they get set what each pair in the EA I've got done, you set them with those, but these are just a general setting on there. 1, 2, 3 quite good trades in there. Pound AUD, did we pick anything up in the trend coming down? Yes, we did. So there's our trend there, 1, 2, 3, and once we get down to there, really only taking the first one anyway, and that trade's actually still live. As I said, there's no much movement. It was a slow drawn out process. Pound yen, we've just done that. Euro yen, okay, up here, that had a nice trend this week, up, bang, bang, bang. These trades here, you can do that. You can also remember what I said last week here, go in and change these to a PT3. It will filter the trades out a little bit more if we come in there. Okay, close, and PT3, it uses 3 bars then to calculate everything. So you got 3 really good trades, 4 good trades there, and up and away it goes there. And of course that there, these here, up in here, these targets are longer range targets. If I was manually trading, I'd be closing these positions out or bringing the targets back in a little bit. I haven't altered them there. But for manual trading, it needs to come back in. So just in saying that, let's have a quick look at what these ones from the code are on. They're on 3.8. Yeah, probably around 3 is a good spot to have targets for euro yen, and that way we nail these here. There, we only got 2 that's overshot there, and they're probably going to get taken out this week, but I'd rather bank that what we got out of those there, and then close these out on the weekend. Okay, not much else exciting probably. US dollar yen, nothing any good in there. US Canadian there, and that's the demarker code, enhanced demarker code. There it is there, down. This guy here going nowhere, has a go, and then it comes back down again. Not really interested in that. This probably hasn't got the time set on here either, so that's out of our time window anyway. That one there is in our time window. That's outside of our time window. I haven't set that on there. This one here was probably going to be outside of our time window as well, as is that one there. So there. But that just gives you an idea. These new codes, the different positioning, and a lot more user friendly. Alright guys, take care. Remember, this week I speak about this in a couple of videos. The 11th of the month for the yen pairs is a pivot day, which is this coming Thursday. There will be data out Thursday night. Week 1 and week 2 we normally get our best moves, so it's setting up that week 2 next week, or not this week coming, the week after, should be some very solid moves. So set yourselves up in readiness for that. Be prepared, do what you need to do in your homework and getting done, and take the opportunities when they arise. If you're trading for a living or want to do trading professionally or make money out of it, you must operate when the markets are giving you the best opportunity. And I believe the best opportunity will be this week, and then the following week we should get some serious movement again. So, alright guys, take care, safe trading, and we'll catch you down the track.